Oh, happy day. We're going to start the day. We just picked up our groceries. We're going to be doing potatoes, like I said. We've got some Yukon Golds, 5 pounds. They run about $5 a bag. She got donuts. And then we've got the russets. 5 pounds of this is like $3.87. We've got some reds. We're going to do 4 recipes. This doesn't even look like it. This is 3 pounds. It's probably about $4 for that bag. And then the last one that we got is going to be these hash browns, and we're going to do 2 recipes with this. So let's get it going. Potatoes are cheap. They're good for your body, and we're going to try to get some veggies in these grandbabies. So we're getting ready to start cooking. Stick around. Edelman donuts. I've been eating these for years. And their bear claws are pretty good too. But all you do, throw them on a sheet of aluminum foil, spread some soft butter on the top, and pop them in the oven. And my oven timer just went off, and they're going to be good. And they only take about less than 5 minutes. I did want to go over my grocery list with you for the food that we're making with the potatoes. So the total was $16.92. And I want to say we've got 2, 5, 10, 10, 15 pounds of potatoes. We've got an onion, green onions, and some Italian seasoning. These are going to go on the roasted red potatoes. I already have some bell pepper, oil, butter already here in the house, and my seasoning. So that's what we did. I have quite a few people here to feed. The potatoes won't go to waste. And we're going to make them in such a way that we can cook them all today and they can spread out over the week. So like we can have roasted potatoes one night. We can have some breakfast potatoes. We'll have the French fries with the russet potatoes. And I'm not sure if I'll get around to it, but I'm hoping to show you how to make a potato pancake for breakfast or either a potato taco. Potato tacos are so good. You got to try them. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I eat farm to table. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I work at a farmer's market. So I get a lot of produce fresh, and I'm very comfortable cooking produce. What I really want to say is that being a vegetarian or a vegan is really not that hard. I found some beautiful recipes and had some great food that has been vegan that people be asking me all the time, are you vegan? But no, I am not vegan. I just like good veggies. So let's do our veggies today. Okay, we're going to peel this last potato. I've been peeling potatoes forever. So like I said, I'm an old woman, so I know how to peel with a knife. When I was a child, my father always had a pocket knife, and we would sit on the porch and he would peel fruit for me. And he could peel an apple all the way around, any type of round fruit, all the way around without breaking the peel. That's how good he was. It's something like this, where you just go all the way around and you don't break the peel. See, I broke the peel. I can do it when I practice, but we're getting this done. But I learned very early to have fun with my veggies, and I do. That's done. I don't do a lot of work. Another trick I always do is keep cookie sheets on my stove. I just find that it gives me the extra counter space that I need. And we're doing these in French fries, so I shouldn't have cut it like that. But I was saying that I keep cookie sheets on my stove. It gives me extra counter space, and it's just easier to use. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting all my russet potatoes up into French fries. I will take a day and just do potatoes. I know everybody can't do that, but I'll just go ahead, buy my potatoes, chop them up into various styles. That way, whenever I need them, they're ready to go. And this bowl of potatoes that I'm doing right here will last in the fridge for over a week. So if you look, those are all peeled. I'll rinse off some of the starch, get the water nice and clean, put a lid on it, throw it in the fridge. And if the kids want a snack, or if they want a sandwich with fries, or if we decide to make cheeseburger and fries, the fries are always done. So we always have fresh potatoes around the house for French fries. Tonight we're going to do movie night. So instead of popcorn, we're going to do French fries, probably popsicle, and a little bit of candy, and we're going to rent a movie because of the strike. So we're going to do movie night tonight, and we're going to do it with French fries. So think about that instead of popcorn. It's healthier, no artificial ingredients, and just a salt and pepper and some fries and maybe some ketchup. My grandson's here now. He's making his donut. He decided he wanted one. But I came back to show you these pans. They're cake pans with lids. I use them for potatoes and a variety of things. It's a 9 by 13, I want to say. It's a little short. It's 12.7 by 8.9 with a 2-inch depth. But we're going to do the potatoes in these. I got these on sale maybe about a year ago. I have 3 of them. And I gave one to my mom, one to my daughter. I kept one for myself, but they're just like this. So when I get done roasting my potatoes, I can throw a lid on them, throw them in the fridge, and I don't have to worry about repacking everything up. So if you can find them, get them. Mainstays. They shouldn't run no more than $10. If I can find a link for them, I will put it down below. My red potatoes. We're going to do a really simple recipe. This recipe you can eat either hot or cold. It has no mayo in it. It just has a little Italian dressing, and we're going to season it up to taste. We're using a classic one, Wishbone. So you should be able to find that anywhere. I think this was only about $3, maybe like $2.29. But what I did want to show you is I like to clean my potatoes with Brillo pad. That's what this is. And I'd like to do it because it gives me a little softness. It breaks up the skin. I can find the root where it's picked from and get all that bruising off. And I just know that my skin is really clean. So I'll break out a fresh Brillo pad and I will clean my potatoes like that. We're going to chop them up. We're going to season them, and I'll show you how to do that next. We're getting ready to oil up our pan. I did buy something new too. My grandson's trying to learn how to cook, so I did pick this up for him. It's an oil sprayer. Instead of lifting heavy oil, I don't want him dumping oil all over the counters and don't want to clean it up. But naturally, we always have stuff that's given to us, so we have this Misto here. But it's not working good. It's not pumping good, so I'm going to try to clean it out and see if I can use that instead. But it's another oil sprayer. These are good for oiling your pans, whether it's your skillet for pancakes, this right here for roasting potatoes. You can spray and you don't have to use a brush or try to maneuver your pan to make sure the whole thing is oiled up. But right now I'm going to put in 2 capfuls. I think a capful is probably about a tablespoon or so. So that's probably about how much oil we got in there. It looks like a little bit more. Nice and oiled. And then we're going to turn around and throw in the potatoes. That's pretty good. Look at that. It's a few little spots. But all I got to do now is just go over here. My potatoes are washed, clean, diced. It was easier to cut them in half than in thirds. They're all pretty much the same size. Remember, when you cook veggies, they always shrink, whether they're greens, potatoes, squashes, you name it, a veggie shrinks. So I always have bigger chunks because I cook my food thoroughly. I know that they're going to shrink in size, and I'm happier that way. I don't like a whole bunch of tiny food. I like to have substance in each bite, but that's just me personally. Next, all we're going to do is go in and wash my hands. I'm a true hand washer, but the only reason I'm a true hand washer is because, like I said, I have a business. So I have to do a lot of stuff with my business in terms of food handling carts, commercial kitchens, and just professionally cooking, you know. I'm a baker by trade, so I'm really enjoying doing actually savory foods because once I get back home, the bakery's on and cracking again. So I'm going to try to enjoy this for as long as I can. Now this is my 4 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoon pepper blend that I always have on hand. I know it's going to work. These are potatoes, so we're going to add a little extra salt in it. We do use other spices, but because I'm teaching my grandkids how to cook, we're going to be using just basically a lot of salt and pepper and veggies for flavoring, because I don't want them to start messing up some meats over seasoning. So I'm not going to let them experiment with seasoning just yet, just salt and pepper. And that's how we're going to do that. Now, why I love this recipe is because it doesn't take anything. The Wishbone Italian dressing is going to have oil, vinegar, and all your spices in it. You can take it to the side and put it in a plastic bag and shake it. But I trust myself freehand. And we're just going to get in it with down and dirty. Look at that squirt top so you don't have to worry about an overflow. And we're just going to spread this all over it. We're going to bake it. And I probably use about a half a bottle. This is the small bottle too. This bottle is 8 fluid ounces. So I'm going to start off with 4 ounces, but everything's in there. And then we're going to just mix up our potatoes really, really good. Make sure every one of them got some juices on it. But we got enough oil in here to let them fry up and crispy up. Be crispy and tender and shrink, and they're good. Look at that. Beautiful potatoes. They got spices and everything in them. Easiest recipe ever. These in the oven. This took less than 10 minutes to make, but it's so good. So there you go. We'll probably bake those for about a good 30 minutes or test them in 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we'll see how tender they are. And if I want to, then I can add some onions to it and add salt and pepper, get it up to taste, let the kids try it. Right now we are just testing the potatoes, making sure that they're cooking at a good pace. And then we're going to add our onions and our butter to it and test the potatoes for their tenderness. I felt they were a little hard still, so we added some foil to it. Now they are really soft. I'm testing them for the flavor. The vinegar was a little strong for me, but after I added the onions and the butter to it, it was a little better. And now we're going to add some smoked sausage at the very end. But try the sausage in it too. It makes it a complete meal, an easy casserole. I apologize for the voiceover here, but thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy these potatoes. Please try them. And don't forget to subscribe and like. Have a great day. Today we're going to make some country style hash browns. We have some Yukon Gold potatoes that we are going to brown up. They're already diced and chopped. They're right here. Not sure if you can see them, but let's bring those over. They're done. They're packed in water. I will peel a lot of potatoes and pack them in water. It's just a good time, efficient, saving way to always be prepared to cook something. Here I have my diced veggies. We have yellow bell pepper, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and onions. We got about a half of each bell pepper and maybe a quarter cup of onions there. We're going to warm up our skillet. I cook a lot, so maybe one day you'll catch me burn myself, but no fear here. So we'll see. We got a little bit of garlic, and we got my mixture. You know, my magic mixture. 4 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons pepper, and that's all we're going to use for seasoning. I like the taste of my veggies. I sometimes feel like you put in all these other seasonings, you just get artificial stuff. And if you start looking at some of the ingredients, they're using wooden seasoning. So since they said that, I've been strictly salt and pepper, and I'm getting down to the peppercorn. So remember that when you start baking. A lot of people like to add their water at the end, but I'm going to add my water now. So we're going to do a quarter cup of water where I can't find my quarter cups at. We're going to do maybe a half cup of water. I have some bottled water here. We always have bottled water open by the sink that nobody uses. We pour water into cups, but we're going to do this. Skillet's popping a little bit. Get it in there. See, it's enough water. Let the water dilute the oil, but it's going to coat the potatoes, which I'm about to drain right now. Get that up to temp. See, this is going to tenderize my potatoes first. A lot of people like to fry, but I feel like you lose your starch and some of your flavors that way. So we are going to slightly steam them first, season them one go round, get them halfway done. Turn our fire down to like maybe a medium high. We're going to start seasoning. I'm a paper towel person in the kitchen. So now we're going to start seasoning. We just have potatoes, so I'm pretty happy with that. So generously, we're going to generously season. Yeah, it's just salt and pepper. The water's slowly evaporating. I'm just making sure that my potatoes get tender all the way through. Once the water's gone, if I need to, I will start adding butter and a little bit more vegetable oil. We'll see, to get our crispiness on it. This is a quick, easy way to make sure that you're crisping the outside and keeping the inside nice and tender. But look at my potatoes. We're going to brown them, but we're getting ready to add our veggies. So half of each bell pepper, red, green, and yellow, and a quarter cup of onion slices. I can throw this in here now. Again, I did this in big chunks because I have grandkids and they're not going to eat it. They'll pick the potatoes out and they'll eat it for the flavoring, but they will not just eat it. I turn my stove down and just let this slowly cook and brown. If I need any color, we'll add butter. That's what we'll come back with next. I have a stick of butter. I'm sorry I don't show you guys really good kitchen safety habits, but I cook. So that goes there. That's my other butter dish right there, back there, that I put it on. This is getting ready to get in here now. And I think I'm going to need a stronger spoon, so we're going to convert over to a spatula. I always wipe down all my appliances first. Just make sure no household dust and stuff is on it. All right, we're almost done. We're going to add some garlic now. This is a tablespoon. That should be enough. If it don't smell strong enough, I'll add some more. But I don't want it too strong. It's just good, clean, and wholesome. They're not even falling apart. Look how sturdy these potatoes are. I can touch these bad boys, and they don't break. Watch me get a fork. But they're tender. I promise you, they're tender. These bad boys are tender. They're tender. Unfortunately, we didn't get audio, but right now we are just tenderizing the potatoes, stirring them, getting them to perfection, making sure that I am happy with the tenderness and the consistency of them. We're going to break out some sausage for them. I decided to put some smoked sausage in them, and you will see been that on maybe next. About 5 to 8 minutes. Everything's nice and cooked down. Let's get that over there, like so. Look at it. You got it. Got your caramelization on the bottom. You got your brown butter. Oh, it's nice. And it's tender. We're gonna taste it and let it cool down for a minute. But that's why I take our potato. If you do not hear me sneeze, then you know it isn't properly seasoned by me. I sneeze at every meal. I do. I know I got enough salt and pepper when I sneeze. So, because I'm not going to eat it, and it's just something for the kids to have for breakfast or for me to have for breakfast if I want some eggs. I got some good veggies in the morning with the first meal, and it's nice and good and clean. There you go. I'll put a little bit in the dish for you. We're going to taste it, see how it is. Mm-hmm. Hot. That's good. Good morning. Oh, happy day. You know me, I like oh, happy day. So we're going to make the potato pancakes as part two. The grandkids are going in the back. They're getting ready to clean out their recycling garbage cans. So we make them recycle all their own stuff and then we take it back, and it's the way they earn money. What are we doing this morning? We're going to be using these. We're going to be using the Ore-Ida shredded hash browns. I like these because they don't turn colors and you can do a lot of different things with them, but it's the only time that I'll probably buy some frozen potatoes unless I'm desperate. I like tater tots too. We're going to have some sour cream on the top. We're going to have strawberry Smucker's jelly on the top. And then the recipe calls for salt, pepper, egg, flour. We're going to do some flour. And it also calls for an onion. So we're going to chop up the onion. We're going to do the mixture, bring everything together. We're getting ready to mix 1 egg. So what we did was we got 2 cups of hash browns, a 1/4 cup of onions diced. We got 1 egg that we're going to rattle out. I'm doing everything in 3 bowls. I don't believe in a lot of bowls. And I still whisk with a fork. Works fine for me. Let's do a teaspoon of my salt and pepper mixture. Might be a little strong, but you know me. Don't care. 4 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons, 4 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons pepper. This is my mixture. We're going to do just a teaspoon of that. Throw that in there. And then we just need a tablespoon of flour. And we're going to do a tablespoon of flour. Just rub it off on the sides like so. Do that. Get that in there. Mix all that together. Now they say don't worry about the water or squeeze out all the water. We're using frozen potatoes, so we shouldn't have that much water. I also know how to kind of like just cook, so I think any problems I might have, I can fix with the temperature. Flour looks like it's a little old, but I'm one of those people that can tell when flour is old. A lot of people can't tell when flour is old. It's my daughter's house. It ain't gonna kill me, but I like fresh flowers. So we got that done. We're gonna pour in the potatoes. And we're gonna pour in the diced onions. So nice. At my house, I have gloves. So we're gonna get it all spread up, incorporate it. And my potatoes are still slightly frozen, but working this mixture in, it should thaw it down pretty quickly. Once again, I'm on my cookie sheet on top of the stove. Perfect workstation for me, especially while filming. I found my way to make it easier, and besides, I don't like to be on camera that much, so probably edit through this. But look at those potato pancakes right there. Oh my goodness. There's my mixture. There's your mixture right there. Perfect. Okay? See that? And it's not too runny. That's why I like it. It's a good potato pancake mixture. So, we decided to open this oil sprayer. The box said edible. Guess that's a new thing. Let's turn on our stove. We're getting ready to make some potato pancakes. Fire's up high. I can start high because I'm trying to get it wrong. You did good? Yeah. This is not squirting yet. Let's see if we can get it squirt. There it goes. You gotta be careful. Might want to hold it away from the fire. Get your good squirt in there. But yeah, pretty good coverage. We'll see how it does. I only filled it up about half the way to see if I was gonna like it. We're gonna get the skillet hot. Okay, we're down to our last potato pancake. We're getting ready to pull that one out. I added some butter to the skillet along with my vegetable oil spray. And we're getting ready to pull this one out. We're going to show you how to make the very last one really fast. But look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'm not going to take the moisture. I'm just going to take the onions and the potatoes and the eggs and the flour and the seasoning. Oh, the stove is hot. We're going to turn this flour down. Okay, got all that dough in there. Turn this flour way down. And now I can just shape it really quickly. It's going to come together because it's got an egg in it. So that egg is going to be your binding agent. I got my butter's browning. Let's take it to the other side. Right there. Last potato pancake. We got this done. We got to record it. We've had a few recording issues, but remember, I'm an amateur at all of this, so I'm not feeling really too bad, and I'm not beating myself up too badly about it. But we forgot to turn on the mic for one section of a video, so we'll do a voiceover on that. This video, when I made a couple of the potato pancakes, I'm sorry, I walked to the garbage can. When I made a couple of the potato pancakes, I didn't get it filmed. So you just saw the back half of this one come out. This is the front half of this one. We'll figure out how we're going to get it done in editing. But I'll know when it's crispy. You can tell it's still too soft. But it sticks when it's crispy and it's done. Your edges start to brown up. But they look just like flat hash browns. The difference is they have that egg, they have that flour, they have that onion, and it's seasoned. And then you can treat it a little bit differently. I think the main purpose of this video is for you not to just eat hash browns plain. Kick it up a notch. Add some sour cream. Add some fruit. Add more veggies. You can make it like a Denver omelet. Do potatoes, bell peppers, onions, and do a vegan cheese. Yeah, no, you can always do that. And this will be a substitute for a vegan omelet. Let's get all the way underneath. See that flip? Perfect. I don't have to re-oil my skillet. It's pretty much done through and through. We're going to wait for it's done. And then we're going to do, Nick might not eat it, so let's call Nick. Nick! Your pancakes with jelly and sour cream? You want to try and play? Do you want anything on them? He's going to go find his own creative juices now. This one's done. See? Stack them on top of each other. He's going to try his with maple syrup. So let's see how they turn out. Come on over. Pour yourself a little maple syrup on the side. Here, I'll do it. It's my channel. Huh? That don't mean nothing. See how my grandkids talk to me? Here, taste it. Tell me what you think. Taste it. Tell me what you think. See if you like potato pancakes. Blow on it. It might be hot. How's it with the syrup? He's got to taste it with the syrup. So that's it for the potato pancakes. But it's a nice alternative to just regular pancakes. It's potatoes. It's vegetables. It's less, wheat flour. So try it out. Bye.